Most readers of the New Testament expect an immediate story. Instead, the first page presents a long list of names, 17 verses of ancient genealogy. In this context, the list operates as a formal legal document. It functions as a royal resume designed to prove a direct, undeniable right to the throne of King David. The text traces a biological chain through 42 generations. It begins with Abraham, moves through the kings of Israel, and descends to a carpenter named Joseph. This lineage establishes Joseph's status in the eyes of the law. He stands as the rightful heir to the earthly authority of the Davidic monarchy. At verse 16, the repetitive cycle of fathers begetting sons stops. The biological chain breaks. The text reveals that Mary is pregnant before she and Joseph have lived together as husband and wife. This creates a stark contradiction. The author documents Joseph's royal pedigree in detail, yet Joseph has no biological connection to the child. Joseph's first impulse is to step away. Verse 19 notes his intention to end the betrothal quietly. If he leaves, he severs the child's connection to the royal line he just established. Without Joseph's participation, the 42-generation claim to the throne is useless. The opening of the text seems to collapse under its own logic. The case for the Messiah requires two distinct proofs: the legal right to an earthly throne and a divine origin. While Joseph considers leaving, an angel appearing in a dream confirms that the child was conceived by the Holy Ghost. This conception connects to the prophecy in verse 23. A virgin birth satisfies the requirement of Emmanuel, God with us. While Mary's pregnancy provides the divine half of the equation, the earthly royal claim, the link to King David, remains unresolved. Joseph provides the resolution through a physical choice. Verses 24 and 25 describe him waking from sleep and taking Mary as his wife. His most significant action occurs after the birth. By officially naming the child Jesus, Joseph executes a move with deep legal consequences. In this legal context, naming a child functioned as a formal adoption. Joseph is claiming Jesus as his firstborn son. This adoption overrides the lack of biological connection. It grafts the child directly onto the 42-generation royal line. By naming the child, Joseph provides the legal mechanism to secure the right to the throne of David. This formal act brings a divine origin into the line of human kings. The author reveals in verse 17 that this genealogy follows a rigid mathematical framework. The lineage is divided into 3 eras of 14 generations. It tracks the rise of Israel to David, the fall and exile to Babylon, and the wait for the Messiah. This symmetry presents the Messiah's arrival as the intended result of centuries of history. This rigid architecture frames the list of ancestors as a precise legal and theological thesis. Matthew's opening chapter aligns 2 distinct claims to authority. By the final verse, Jesus holds the earthly, legal weight of the Davidic kings alongside the divine status required to save his people.